Hey guys, and welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about body positivity and how important it is to speak kindly of yourself and to not nitpick at every little fault that you have. I am definitely guilty of acting like that and thinking negative thoughts and talking in an inappropriate way towards myself. Now, by inappropriate, I mean if I were speaking to somebody else, I would think, wow, that was an awful thing to say. Or, man, I would never speak to my best friend that way. I would never speak to my sister that way. Never speak to my husband that way. So why am I talking to myself like that? And each of those little thoughts, they add up and they feel like a huge weight is on you. And it feels like, for me anyway, it feels like I can't breathe. And it feels like the whole world has come together just to go against me and everything is hard to do. And I feel that way because 5 years ago I was 50 pounds less than I am right now. And that additional weight gain that I put on, it's made it so that I'm not as active as I like to be. It's harder for me to do physical activities. And just the mental toll it has taken on my body, feeling like this, I'm always thinking mean thoughts to myself. Like I'm fat, or I can never be loved because of the way that I look. Which is not true. If you're saying that to yourself, for the love of God, please stop. The people around you who love you, they do not feel that way. They love you as you are, no matter what your size is. Now, I know that everybody's got their own circumstances, and you might have like a health issue due to your weight gain, or it's hard to lose weight because of a thyroid problem. I have many friends and family members who suffer through the same kind of thing. I know now that I've been through a lot of self-care and loving myself, or trying to love myself, because it's still a work in progress. I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. It's still a work in progress. It's still hard sometimes. And it seems like such a crazy thing to think that it's hard to love yourself. But sometimes the way that our minds work, it's easier to say mean things rather than to build ourselves up. But now is the time to build yourself up. Take the time from this quarantine to build on yourself and do things that are going to make your world shine, that are going to make your heart soar. And that doesn't need to mean that you have to change your whole life upside down. It could mean that you take a little extra time washing your face, or doing a face mask, or cooking yourself a nutritious meal. And nutritious means that it doesn't come from factories, it comes from the earth. So having something with vegetables, or some grilled chicken and things that aren't as processed, it does wonders for your body. It does wonders for your body when you take care of it. And you're gonna feel better. Now, the whole point of this video, now that I did my rambling part, the whole point of this video is to talk to you about my journey through gaining weight, losing weight, the yo-yoing up and down, and what I have learned in the process of trying to take better care of myself. Now, starting this video, I must have started this 4 or 5 different times trying to find the right things to say. And I figure I'm just going to speak right from the heart and speak to you as if you're standing in front of me. I have always been overweight my whole life. There has been times where I was a little less overweight, but for the most part, always overweight. And that has always been hard for me. And I always thought there wasn't another option for me because my body was always going to look this way. And I figured, why not eat an extra 20 chips? Why not eat, I would just binge eat all the time. anytime my emotions kicked in, anytime I felt like the whole world was gonna collide, like my anxiety and depression, and I just always turned to food. And being in this process right now with the quarantine and being alone, and well, not so alone. My husband is here, but he works in midnight shifts and we don't get to see each other all that much except for like 1 or 2 days a week. So for the most part, I'm by myself. So it's hard to be alone with yourself when you're not kind to yourself. I try to wake up every day at a certain time, make sure I have a nutritious breakfast, and that starts off my day beautifully. So the first thing that I realize makes me feel a whole lot better is starting out the day with an actually good breakfast. I usually have a banana and a protein shake for breakfast, just to start off my day knowing that I made some right choices for my body. And I know that I contradicted myself when I said don't eat processed food because protein shake is processed, but the banana isn't. Life is about balance. Being in quarantine like this has been very hard. And I know that there are so many other things that are so much more important than my menial issues with my body. There are people who are dying, people who are sick, and it's not okay. And you know what's also not okay? People not staying inside. I have seen so many posts on Facebook and Instagram of people collecting in huge groups still, especially in larger cities. They're still collecting in the same spaces. They might be wearing masks and gloves now, but come on. It doesn't matter. When you have that many people in the same space, the gloves aren't and the masks aren't going to do anything. It's in the air everywhere. And, okay, sorry. Off topic. I'm just mad about it. Like, we're doing our part by staying home. My husband's an essential worker, so he has to go to work every day. But whenever he's not at work, he is home. He does not go anywhere extra. He doesn't put himself into a situation where he would be around the elderly or people who would be at risk. And there are so many other people who are, I guess, young and dumb, okay? People are just young and dumb. And they keep going outside and being around people who could potentially be sick. And this is just making the spread go even worse. Okay. All right, now I'm done. I'm done now. But anyway, so I did say that I was done ranting, but I'm just going to keep going because this is the most I've talked on camera in a while. So let's just keep it going, shall we? Weight loss is hard. Weight loss is so hard because I'm so used to spending all my time when I have free time, when I'm stressed out, I'm eating. When I'm eating, sharing size packs of M&Ms and Doritos and salsa con queso, that's like my jam. And oh my god, pizza bites are just the best invention that's ever been invented. Okay, it's just a beautiful thing. But I have been doing so much better since I've been on this quarantine because I stopped myself before it got to the point where I started to binge eat. So I called my therapist and I said, listen, this is how I'm feeling towards myself. These are the actions that I feel like I need to be taking, and like I feel like I need to be eating everything in sight. And I know you know what I'm talking about. I know that there are other people in this world who feel the way that I do. When you're stressed, when you're scared, when you're depressed, you eat because food has always been there. Food will never let you down. But let me tell you this, if you continuously eat and you overeat and you binge eat all the time, all you're going to do is make yourself sick. And I can speak from personal experience on that because it makes me feel sick when I eat too much food now. I have recently put myself on Weight Watchers and I was at 202 pounds and I'm down to 198 as of Wednesday. It's currently Friday. So who knows, could be even less than that now. But I've been religiously counting my points and making sure that I am within the point range because I want to be a healthy person. I see these girls on YouTube and Instagram and they just have these beautiful light about them. And it has nothing to do with the size of their pants. It's got everything to do with the fact that they feel good because they're taking care of their bodies. There are girls who are on the plus size range or the straight size range And it doesn't matter. They just look like they're glowing, and they look like they're so healthy because they're taking care of themselves, or at least they give the illusion that they're taking care of themselves. I know that, Instagram and Facebook and everything, it's all a show, but I'd like to be really real in my videos. So these are the kind of things that you can expect from now on for my videos. I'm going to be 100% real with you and talk to you about real stuff. At first I had an issue trying to figure out what I wanted to say in my videos, because I just wanted to reach somebody. I just wanted to say, hey, you know what? I want to change somebody's life. I want to inspire somebody. I want them to feel like they're not alone. That is the biggest thing. When I started feeling depressed and started feeling anxiety, I always felt like I was alone. Like I was the only one in the world that could ever possibly feel this way. What the heck is wrong with me? Why do I feel the way that I do? But I've noticed since I've been on Weight Watchers, and since I have been in Wonderland, as what they call it on the Weight Watchers app, once you hit below 200 and you can say 100 and something pounds again, it's called Wonderland, which I really like. But ever since I hit that number and I realized that I could break past the plateau that I had been keeping myself at that 200 mark, I've been feeling a lot better about myself. Not just, I can't physically see a difference, but the fact that I know that the number is going down because I'm actively trying to make myself healthier and trying to eat better, and I'm really eating better. I'm eating a healthy breakfast. I'm making sure I'm having 3 meals a day. I have my meals scheduled out so that 9 o'clock when I wake up, I have breakfast, 2 o'clock I have lunch, 6 o'clock I have dinner, and then after 6 o'clock I don't have any food. So it's about 15 hours fasting between dinner and breakfast the next day. So my body has a chance to actually digest everything, and I don't wake up with what I call food hangovers anymore. Because I used to eat a bag of chips, and no, I don't mean a little bag of chips. I mean a big bag of chips, okay? And I used to eat that, and then I used to have a Ben & Jerry's ice cream. Do you know how many calories are in that? I wasn't even paying attention. I was just so far deep in my depression that I did not care. I did not care what I was putting in my body. And that is not fair. It is not fair to treat yourself like that. And I've been feeling so elated since I started Weight Watchers and started this process of feeling better. It's not, if I never lose another pound again, fine. But the fact that I am feeling better because of what I'm eating is amazing. I'm working out every day, which is more than I can say than when I wasn't on quarantine. Facing myself has been the hardest thing for me since I've been on this quarantine. And that's not putting down what is happening in the world, and I know things are horrible. I know people are dying. I'm not belittling that or making it sound like that's not as important as my newfound confidence in myself. I'm just saying that in all of this darkness, I have found a way to bring light back into my life. I have found a way to reach other people and to say, you're not alone. I know what it feels like to feel down on yourself. I know what it feels like to feel alone. I know what it feels like to feel anxiety, depression, to feel like I'm fat, and all of these negative, horrible things are being, riddled around in my brain, and nobody ever thinks this about me. That's the thing. I'm making myself feel like other people think this way about me, which is not a healthy thing to do. Please stop doing it, because I feel like you're doing it right now, even though I just asked you to stop doing it, okay? Love yourself. It does not matter what size your pants are. It doesn't. I can understand wanting to lose weight because you want to feel better, because you want to do something healthy for your kids. You want to be here longer for them. You want to be healthy enough to have a kid. There are so many reasons that have nothing to do with your pant size that you can lose weight. And that's what I want to do. I want to be a positive influence and to show people that you can become a healthier person, and it doesn't matter what size your pants are. My pants are size 16, 18, depending on where the store is. And some stores are I'm a 24 or whatever. So I'm it doesn't matter. Every store is going to be different. And that's a talk on its own right there of how ridiculous it is for women to try to find pants. Like, in one store, like, even if you're like a straight size person, like in one store you're a 00, in the next store you're a 2, and like it's hard to shop. It doesn't matter if you're plus size or straight size. It's hard to shop for women. And don't even get me started on how hard it is to buy bras. Like, sometimes I got big boobs, sometimes I don't. And it depends on where I'm shopping. So, in conclusion to all this rambling, your pant size does not matter. You are a strong, independent person. This is calling out to men and women. You are beautiful. You do not need to lose weight. You are beautiful in the body that you have. If you do want to lose weight, do it for the right reasons. Do it for your health so that you can feel better. And the confidence and loving your body will come along with that. I'm working on it now. I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress every day, trying to love myself. And I feel like this whole rambling, I hope at some point it makes cohesive sense in this video. But I just want to tell you, you're not alone. You're not alone in this. If you're ready to lose that weight, I definitely 100% I suggest Weight Watchers, because it's if you actually stick to it, it works. But if you don't track your points and use the point system, it's not gonna work, and it's not gonna work for you. But that's just my personal opinion. I'm not endorsed it in any kind of way. I just really, really love the program. But anyway, if you want to lose the weight, that's great, but do it for the right reasons. Do it because you love your body and because you want to feel better. And you want to treat yourself with the kind of love and respect that it deserves. Not because you're fat, or not because you think that other people will like you more if your pants were smaller. It doesn't have anything to do with anything. I promise you, it's all this societal norm crap where they're saying, oh, only size 2 people can shop here, okay? No, honey. And I'm not belittling size 2 people either, because I love everybody. Like, as long as you show me mutual respect, you're going to get respect from me. Just, it doesn't matter what size your pants are. And you know what? I think I just found the title of this video. It doesn't matter what size your pants are. But anyway, I'm going to cut the rambling here. I'm going to do some editing and hopefully get this up to you guys as soon as possible, because I know that somebody needs to hear what I'm saying right now. And just thank you guys so much for the continued support. I love you guys. You're the best. And I just really appreciate every single person who subscribes to my channel and watches my videos. And you just make me want to keep making more. So I'm going to keep doing that for you. I'm going to keep speaking the truth, speaking my truth, wanting to connect with other people and make them feel like they're less alone in this world, because you're not alone. You got me. Okay, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.